All right. Not entirely sure what to talk about, but I've just, I've really been enjoying these drawing sessions. It's been good. It's been real good. I just want to make sure I do all the specific things so that I don't run into the problem of what I ran into last time. I recorded an entire video and it just did not take. And it was totally my fault for why it didn't take. So, you know. But yeah, it's like the world can get a little chaotic sometimes. Life can be a little messy, and sometimes it's nice to sit back and draw. I stand by that. But generally speaking, though, it's also nice to just have some sort of thing that you can always keep falling back on to day after day. And for me, it's the drawing. I can just come back here and sit back, relax, draw for a bit. Nobody watches my videos anyway. I know that's not true. I got like 2 people who watch my videos. It's great. So all 3 of us will just sit back and enjoy a small amount of time drawing. I've been reading a bit more literature recently, which has been nice. And the general setup of it is I'll probably end up talking about it soon, which is cool. But I'm not gonna. It's not what today is about. But I have been reading a bit more literature. Men's group, whatnot, all the things. Group of people I'm doing some stuff with. One of the things that we're doing recently is going to be reading this book. I haven't actually started it yet. I've been kind of avoiding it because it just doesn't quite spark me as my kind of book. And that's not to say that I don't necessarily read books that don't quite call out to me. I definitely do, but there's just some books that I'm not quite the biggest fan of the ideology that they tout, and so I need like a bit more push to actually get there. So, but I came to the idea where I could just start comparing it to some of the older classics that I like to read, and then use that as the explanation for why I am not the biggest fan of it. But I haven't actually read the book. What I did is I did something that I probably shouldn't have done because it's been pushing me off from actually reading it, which is I read quotes from it. Like I went onto a website, best quotes of this book, and I was not impressed. Not impressed. I'll probably talk more about it later after I actually read it. I don't want to lambast the book before I actually give it its dues. That'd be unfortunate to do that. But I've been pushing it off just a little bit. But everything else is actually starting to go really nice. Yesterday, not the most productive day. Made sure that I got all my stuff done, but it's been going pretty good after that, which has been nice. I played a little bit of video games yesterday, first time in a while, which was nice. But it was interesting because I, was thinking of recording it and then decided not to. Just enjoyed some video games by myself. Doesn't happen very often, but I got a few that I fall back on. So I tried to do the whole Terraria thing again, and I think that at this point I'm just going to accept that there's going to be some achievements that I already have that I didn't technically actually earn on that. And we'll just live with that because it is what it is. So, that aside, it's going to be, I'll eventually get there. It just hasn't been like a huge priority recently. I've been wanting to do it, but not quite enough as it seems. Just getting flashbacks to the book not the book, the the video that I recorded yesterday. I did a whole thing about it. And just so funny that I set everything up for it and then forgot to make sure that it was actually recording properly. It's great. Oh no, I've gotten to the dangerous part. Oh no, wait, I can get distracted over here. This is great, wonderful. I just want to avoid the head and the face because that's where the really recognizable aspects of the character become. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to quite fall down on that rabbit hole yet. Not quite ready for that. Oh, that's different than what I thought it was. Here we go. Yum, yum. I think it was, I always forget which button it is. There we go. Yeah, that's close enough. Cool. There we go. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Alright, well, I've been avoiding it long enough. Time to get to the face. Eesh. Dum 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 dum. And let's just get the basic cuts out of the way. You know, that sounds a lot like the Office theme. I think they might be in the same key. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I don't have a lot to talk about. Just vibing. This goes wider out, doesn't it? I'm not familiar with this one. What the heck? What? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So it does work that way. Good to know. I was wondering if it worked that way. What was going on there is that there was a area selected up here, and apparently you can only draw in selected areas. I wasn't quite sure if that was the case. I haven't, done this kind of thing a lot. So here, let's just ears. I think it probably goes more like that. Let's see. Out. Less of an angle. Down. Up. Yeah, it looks about right. Round it off a little bit. Add a little bit of detail on the inside, and then you got an ear. Doom, 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 doom. Cool. They're a little big. That's okay. I can live with that. Not my ears. Let's see. If we were to, it starts here, goes down, so it starts there, goes up, down, way further, so there's way more of a flow to it. Good to know. Shoom. There we go. What the? What? What the? What the what? Okay. There we go. So lost at what that was. Okay. Yeah, it's the world can get crazy sometimes. Life can get a little overwhelming. It's nice to just sit down and draw. I'm not feeling really overwhelmed. I was a little bit yesterday, but that's comes with the territory of mediating conversations. I was there mediating, putting out some fires, whatnot. Wasn't necessarily stressed. A little overwhelming just because you gotta keep all the information of everything in your head just to make sure things are going right. It's a little hard to write it down as it's getting said. But yeah, that's not bad. I'll adjust some of this area here. Yeah, it's just it has an interestingly therapeutic effect to just sit back and draw, and I don't tend to have the sit down, time that I have intentionally set aside, unless I purposefully set it aside because I'm always doing something else. So it's really nice to just sit back, relax, draw, listen to some nice calming music. The music definitely helps. Definitely helps that it's some nice relaxing music. This is not supposed to be flat. This is supposed to be rounded. Yeah, I was talking yesterday about on the video that never actually became anything. It was I was talking about how I understand why my channel isn't ridiculously successful, and the answer just pretty much boils down to I'm making low quality videos, and people can generally tell when you're producing low quality stuff, as well as I'm doing zero marketing, so that can't be helping. But I'm not like doing ridiculous amounts of heavy work, lots of editing, make it all look nice, whatnot. I'm just vibing, just chilling, enjoying some stuff. So, you know, and it's like, okay, cool. Well, if I start making higher quality stuff, I'd probably be getting more views, as well as if I was like marketing it properly, then I'd probably get more views. It's like, do I care about that? And right now the answer is no. At some point I might, work on actually making something a little bit more out of this than just, one view per video. But for now I'm just vibing, just enjoying. People seem to watch the video for more than 11 for about 11 seconds on average. So if that's not actually true, and I'm not sure if it is or not, and you're actually hearing this, then let me know, because it'd be good to know if that analytic is accurate. And if it is accurate, I suppose I will not hear anything. So, your call. If you, I like accurate data, please help me. Thank you. Yeah, they fell for my if they actually are watching this, they fell for my engagement trap at work. Just kidding. That would be really funny if you built an engagement trap off of seeing if people are actually engaged with the content, but it just doesn't work because nobody's engaging with the content. Oh, it'd be so sad. Like, I have done it. They'll never see it coming. I have successfully made it so people will actually engage. And then nothing happens. It's like, oh, well, that's sad. Her hair might actually be longer than what it is right here. And that's fine. I might extend it later, but that's not going to be what's happening right now. Just, again, general blocks. General blocks. Do. Learning that there's a lot of Stardew Valley music that I don't actually know, which means that there's probably a lot of the game that I haven't actually played, which is fair because I haven't played a lot of Stardew, so this makes sense. Makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. Shoom. Goes like this, has a bit of a bump, and then goes down, and then goes like that, except it doesn't actually tip in that much. There we go. It's more accurate. Zoom. No. Oh, I might have D&D today. I just totally forgot that it's a Friday. So, might have D&D today, which is nice. Fun surprise D&D game. Let's go. Ooh. Just gotta bop to it. I'm gonna erase this. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. I have no clue what this song is, but it's nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, the earrings, very important. Just erase everything accidentally. How else are you supposed to know it's this character if they don't have their iconic earrings? Okay, I'm good with that. It's been a good amount of drawing. Yeah, it's not a super talkative thing. I didn't prep anything. I just decided to sit down and draw for a bit. It's been nice just sitting back and drawing. I've been like actually getting back into the swing of things. It takes so long for me to get back into the swing of things, like ridiculously so. So yeah,